Alright, what's going on, citizens of YouTube? Hope you're doing well tonight. I've got a little update video for you here, which I don't do updates a whole lot because my channel doesn't really change much and or get much traffic, but I feel like every so often I feel the need to just kind of throw something out there and be like, hey, something's changing. So, anyway, if you're a frequent viewer, you'll know that there hasn't been a whole lot of new stuff since like December. Since December, it's been, pretty much Cyberpunk, Mario, and I made like 4 GoldenEye videos, maybe a little bit of like Last of Us, multiplayer in there. Probably not, but yeah, things have been pretty slow paced since about December, maybe a bit earlier than that. Um, Mario's taking forever to do. I'll talk about that more later. And Cyberpunk's taking forever to do because it is a pretty long game. Um, and yeah, pretty much since for the last 4 months, it's only been like those 2 games and not a whole lot of variety. And I haven't been able to stick to my upload schedule very much, which I'm just throwing in the towel for the upload schedule now, which used to be like, 9 videos a week for like 5 days. One of those days having just one video, the other 4 having 2 videos. But I'm just gonna throw in the towel on the upload schedule right now and just say I'm gonna upload, whenever I can, whenever I feel it works best for me. Um, and as for the games I'm currently playing, I am basically gonna put Cyberpunk on hiatus. I definitely missed the like popularity window for that to finish that game up. I feel like I should have finished it like a month ago or so, but because I just didn't really feel like recording consistently, I have dragged it on. It's like 38 parts now, and I'm only like 65% of the way through the game. I'm like 2/3 ish from what I can tell. I'm not really sure, but the point is, I've done a lot, but I have quite a bit to go. But I have some other things I want to take care of here on the channel, so I'm going to put that on hiatus. As for Mario, I'm going to see if I can continue to do that and finish Mario up in the next couple months? Question mark. I was hoping I'd have it finished by now, but I I was hoping to have it finished by the end of this month, March, but my motivation to record and my satisfaction with my videos has kind of gone down as of recently, which again, if you're a frequent viewer, you know that since October it's been things have been a little bit rocky in my personal life. A lot of people had a rough 2020, and it didn't affect me too much until like October. I mean, it was pretty sad seeing the world like devolve as it did. 2020 was just fucking terrible, but things really, came to my doorstep in October when the health of a family member was at risk. And things are kind of stable with that now, but it's still an ongoing thing that does more or less affect my day-to-day life. Um, and I don't really know how to go on from that sentence, but that's just kind of one thing in the bucket of things that's really dropping my motivation to record. And with less motivation, I just feel like my recordings and my commentary isn't really what it should be. um I've been dealing with some other stuff as well. My physical and mental health is kind of not in the best place. It's not like terrible, don't get me wrong. Nowhere near what my family members dealing with, and not nearly as bad, and it is unrelated pretty much. But yeah, I'm just dealing with just a lot of like stuff that really doesn't put me in the best mood to record and sit at this chair and be like, hey, I'm gonna be a funny guy for like an hour or an hour and a half or whatever it is. Yeah, most nights I come home from work not super tired, but tired enough, and I have the choice of, do I want to sit in this chair and try and act funny and make jokes or even like make a little conversation, or do I just want to lie in bed and watch some TV, drink some sparkling water? Most nights the answer has been, option B. Um, I just really haven't feel like I've been putting out the best, commentary since like, especially the last 2 or 3 months. You've noticed the upload schedule. My uploads have been pretty inconsistent. And like I said, I'm just throwing in the towel on the upload schedule, and I'll explain that more in a moment. But yeah, most nights my motivation to record has just really not been there. I'd really rather just relax and, not make shitty videos with boring commentary. Not that I was that great to begin with, but it's just been harder than the normal, like the last few months. Um, Luckily, there is something around the corner. There's a game coming out in the next like week or week and a half that I do want to do a let's play on. And you might be thinking, well, if you can't finish Cyberpunk and you can barely finish Mario, like how are you gonna do another game? Well, this let's play is gonna be something that has more going on behind the scenes than like in front of the camera. It's gonna require me to do like less commentary, less like jokes and all that stuff, but it will require more editing from me, which I think requires less like personality effort. I just invented. Okay, what I'm trying to say is I don't have to, for this new Let's Play, I don't have to bring, like, the comedy or a continued, I don't have to, like, talk for continued long periods of time like I do with my other videos. This one I have to, like, sit down, get some gameplay recorded, and then add a bit of commentary after the fact. And I don't really want to say what this project is in case I don't go through with it, because I've had plenty of ideas for Let's Plays in the past, and I just never get around to actually seeing that idea to fruition. But this one, I think it could be something special if I just have the motivation to make it and see it through, and I really hope I do. But yeah, so to recap, Cyberpunk, I'm just gonna put the brakes on that Let's Play for a while. I'll come back to it at a later point, I'm sure. Mario, I'm gonna try and finish that up. It is obviously a relatively short game, and I'm more than 2/3 of the way through it, but playing Mario 64, like, it was and maybe still is my favorite game ever, but going back to it now, it's like, as an older adult, I just see so many more problems with it, like, primarily the controls being awful. Like, ooh, the controls have just aged horribly. I think most things in Mario 64 have aged pretty well, but the controls absolutely have not. And the 100 coin grab is just a real chore. I could beat the game right now, like story-wise, but I did dedicate to doing all 120 stars, and I really do want to see that to fruition because I've never done it with the main game. I've done it with the DS version, but like the base, M64, I've never actually gotten all 120 stars. So having that, like, doing that on recording as like a Let's Play, I think I really do want to see that happen, so I can't just take the easy way out and, go and beat Bowser in like the next video. Even though I technically could, I don't want to do that. So hopefully I'll have that wrapped up in the next couple months along with this new project that I want to work on. And I hope I just have the motivation to see it through, because I really think it could be something special. I've had this idea since like December or so, and I think it could be something fun, unique, something for me to be proud of if I just put in the effort and have the motivation after work to be like, you know what, I can do this, let's go do it. Hopefully I can show you guys rather than tell you. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon. Keep an eye out for some new videos in the next, I'd say 2 weeks probably. Next 2 weeks. Thanks. See ya.